There guys, it's Brad here, and today I'm going to be taking apart my M16 01KS by CRKT. I've had it for about 5-6 months now, and it's starting to get all dusty up here in the bearings, so I'm just going to, we'll see how it goes. I've never had this apart before, so there could be springs and stuff that fly everywhere. I guess we'll see. That's cool. It looks like they got, I'm not sure if I can get this to focus, but so they got some Loctite on the end of that screw there. Come on camera. Well, that's good. Keep that from falling off, losing one of the tiny little screws. Fancy frame lock. Just see all that dust that's in there. It's all up in the bearings in there, so I'm gonna see if this will come off. If it doesn't, I'm just gonna give it a spray with Remington action cleaner. Should take some of the grease out. And oh, that's smooth. It wasn't in there all that good. So we got a piece of rubber O-ring. I see. A little tiny rubber O-ring there. Put that back over the head of the screw so it doesn't get lost. Okay. See if I can't take the back ones out. That one's coming. Slowly work that off. And there we have the one scale. Got the blade, washer here. Yeah, and that doesn't seem to hold any of the balls. Oh, there is no balls. Here I was thinking this was the IKB or CBS bearing system, and it's not. It's just a couple of washers. Huh. Okay then. Well, that'll make this a heck of a lot easier. I don't have to worry about losing balls everywhere. So we got looks like a little brass washer on the one side, the blade, and then this big black steel washer on the other. And they're right covered in sand, so get these all cleaned up. Myself a rag here. Some Remington action cleaner. Screws are going everywhere. That was stupid. Set them up there so they don't get lost. Yeah, I'm using Remington action cleaner because it's designed for firearms. I know it's not going to screw up any of the finishes on this, but it's really good for taking grease and oil, getting it out of there. So. Alright, so I got some oil, some grease, and some Loctite to re-Loctite those little screws. That's one thing that Remington action cleaner takes all the oil off and leaves you with a dry, clean finish, which is not good for corrosion resistance. The finish will do a pretty good job of keeping it corrosion resistant to some point, but a little flat spot there where that sits into the groove so it doesn't turn on you. Before I seal this, I'm going to take a real light dab of wheel bearing grease here. Just get it lightly on the surface there, because this is just a bushing. That should help it move back and forth with it running out of it. And hopefully you don't get any dirt caught in there, but we'll see. Just want to get the surface like lightly coated. You can barely see that. Clean up the back or the frame lock collection. Slide that down over there. Still wheel bearing grease on my fingers. Cut recording there. Whoops. Okay, so that's down, that's down. Okay. These are positioned in place now. Alright, so I did my best here to not get any grease in the holes. So hopefully this blue Loctite, put a small dab on there. That should make it so that these won't back out on me. Here's the first one. Real tiny screws. Okay, so we got the old stuff out of there. New stuff on. I want to try not to put too much because if it gets on the frame, it'll show up. So once I get these all started, I'm going to just give her a quick wipe down. Alright, so it's cut on me again, but I think I've gone and fixed it. I ran out of room on my phone. I'm just going to make sure these are nice and snug on the back here. Yeah, those are good. Tighten this down a little bit so the blade doesn't wobble. It's pretty tight in there. Let's see how she works. Still a little stiff than I like it. Lockup's still tight. Just a tiny bit of wobble in there though. Won't be smooth, but I also don't want it to slip out or anything while I'm using it, so light hint. Just give it a itty bit of a turn there. That's too stiff. Smoother, but still too stiff. So I'm hoping that this blue Loctite holds this screw in place. It's still got a real tight lockup. That's good there. Feels good. Yeah, it's pretty well back together now. Got that wheel bearing grease in there, nice and smooth. But all the oil's off, so that should keep it so that any dirt doesn't really stick to it that well. I got a light coating so she doesn't rust. Oh, that is nice. It's nicer than when it came from the factory. Alright, so that's my CRKT model M16 01KS. It's a Carson flipper design with I think stainless handle scales, all black, no serrations. That's that. Oh, I gotta put